going on, everybody? Today I'm going to be coming at you with a Seto Kaiba Duelist Kingdom deck profile. Now, Seto Kaiba's Duelist Kingdom deck was mostly just straight beatdown with some magic and traps thrown in, with a huge focus on his Blue Eyes White Dragon. So let's get straight into the profile. Starting off with level 1 through 4 monsters, we have the first monster we see him play, Hitatsumi Giant. Next we have 2 copies of Sagi the Dark Clown. This was always used in combination with Crush Card Virus. Next we have Battle Ox, Mystic Horseman. Now this next card is an OCG exclusive and it is Grappler. Now Grappler was played by the Ghost Kaiba or the Fake Kaiba that Pegasus supposedly brought back after Yugi did his whole Mind Crush. So we see this card used in that duel. Next we have Lord of D, or Lord of Dragons. Ryu Kishin Powered. I have 2 copies of Lejin, the Mystical Genie of the Lamp. I believe this was the original printing artwork and this was a tournament pack later. Next we have a copy of Ancient Lamp. This next card is Trap Master, which is used in the filler arc where they go to Kaiba's virtual reality game. And this next card is the Wicked Worm Beast. This was actually played by Kaiba in the original manga. Now these next 3 monsters were played by the Dual Robot, but in the lore it was supposedly the deck that the Dual Robot used was supposedly what Seto Kaiba had taken to Duelist Kingdom. So the 3 cards that robot played were Wall of Illusions, Aqua Matador, and Cyberjar. Alright, moving on next to the level 5 to 8 monsters. It would not be a Seto Kaiba deck without 3 copies of the Blue Eyes White Dragon. Fun fact about these particular copies, I've had these copies ever since I was a kid back in 2002. So I've had them for quite a while. I almost feel like they're Kaiba's original one, just because I've had them for so long. Next we have Judge Man, Sword Stalker, Rude Kaiser, and this last card is Gyakute no Megami. Now, I believe this card was only seen when Kaiba was being chased by one of Pegasus's goons, and in the original Japanese version, the goon has a gun and he's getting ready to shoot at Kaiba, but Kaiba chucks this card and stops the hammer of the gun from firing the bullet. So a really cool moment by Kaiba. Alright, next we'll go to our fusion monsters. First one being Rabid Horseman, which I believe is first played against Joey. Then we have the Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. And then last, just in case Kaiba is ever facing Yugi, we have Dragon Master Knight. Alright, moving on to the spells. Our first spell we have is Sogen. Now I put Sogen in the deck because even though Kaiba never used the field power bonus because he was not part of the main tournament, his deck does have a lot of monsters that could be used for this kind of Duelist Kingdom theme. And then in the side deck I also put a copy of Mountain in case whoever was using this deck wanted to power up the Blue Eyes White Dragon instead of some Beast Warrior monsters. Next we have Flute of Summoning Dragon, 1 copy of Polymerization. Now this next card is Dark Energy, and I use it as a filler for the card Negative Energy. Negative Energy was played by Kaiba in his first duel against Yugi to power up Sagi the Dark Clown, but this is just a card I had made up, so if you want to play more legally, I just put the Dark Energy to be a replacement for Negative Energy. Alright, next equipped card is Dragon Treasure, just a cool old school card that can be a target for Blue Eyes White Dragon. And this next card is Mega Morph. Megamorph was used by Kaiba in the original manga. Mesmeric Control. Stop Defense and Block Attack. I believe they kept calling this card Defense Paralysis in the anime, but I just put both of them together as a cool little combo set. Alright, next we have Pot of Greed. Pot of Greed was not used in the original Duelist Kingdom saga, but in order to get cards faster, I went ahead and added them to most of my Duelist Kingdom decks. Then some more staples are Mystical Space Typhoon, D-Spell, Monster Reborn, and Dark Hole. Again, all these cards are used in a lot of my Duelist Kingdom decks as just, your typical cards to fill out a deck, because most characters don't have enough cards to make a 40 card deck. And then the last two spell cards I have are those attack cards, just like in my Yugi deck profile. The first one is Burst Stream of Destruction, which is the attack name that Kaiba would call out when having his Blue Eyes White Dragon attack. And then last is Neutron Blast. Again, the attack that Kaiba would call out for his ultimate dragon.
Blue Eyes Ultimate White Dragon! Neutron Blast attack! No! My Stone Soldier! You're lucky your Stone Soldier was in defense mode.
Alright, and finally we have our trap cards. First one being Crush Card Virus, Shadow Spell, Negate Attack, Gift of the Mystical Elf, and then last, 7 Tools of the Bandit. But yeah, that was my Duelist Kingdom Seto Kaiba deck profile. If you like this deck profile, be sure to give it a thumbs up, like, comment, subscribe, and hopefully soon I'll be coming at you again with some more Duelist Kingdom deck profiles. Until next time, see you later.